Hello friends, and welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. Let's start our video with a story of petty revenge in which they tried to trick our OP, but in the end, he got his revenge and got away with it. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. You screw me, you screw yourself. In college days, I worked as a waiter at a major chain restaurant. You know the one, they're all identical. Maria, her real name, because F you and your bad teeth, Maria, is scheduled to work Saturday morning. I'm scheduled for Saturday night. Maria and I are working together Friday night, and she wants to get drunk after work. She wants to get very drunk. She wants to get so drunk she doesn't think she can work Saturday morning. She asked me to trade shifts, my PM for her AM. Normally, this is a flat-out no, because Saturday night's usually pretty bank, but whatever, I'm lazy. I already have rent money for the month, and I can take a chill Saturday AM shift to help a coworker get her drink on. We make the trade. I show up Saturday AM to start my shift. Just 45 or so minutes into the shift, business picks up, place starts to be slamming busy. Manager Dave, his real name because F you and your ferrets, Dave, says, "Damn, OP, you don't usually work double shifts. I'm surprised you picked up this shift for Maria." He's right, I effing hated doubles. They're exhausting bullcrap, and I refuse to let them put those on my schedule. Me, nah, we traded, a favor to her. Manager Dave, that's not what she told me this morning. She's out all day. Me, the F she is. You must know I wouldn't do that. We traded. Manager Dave, the D-head. I'm the manager. All shift exchanges must be approved by management, and I did not approve this trade. You're working tonight. Me, all shift exchanges must be approved by management? Manager Dave, the smug jerk. Yes. Me, and you didn't approve this exchange, so I must work tonight? Manager Dave, savoring this moment of power. That's right. Me. Okay, this is Maria's shift then. See you at 4 when my shift starts. And I immediately walked out on that full house. Went home, ate a leisurely late breakfast, played some effing video games, and took a nap. Not sure if Maria got in any trouble for her suck-headed stunts, but I definitely didn't. Bad as that jerk wanted to write me up, I didn't do anything wrong, and the GM seemed amused, if anything. I came back at 4 p.m. sharp and made a bill, smirking at Dave, the little Dumbledore D-head, who is a manager in that sad little place, works all day every day, the whole while. You know, it's been damn near 20 years, and it still amazes and annoys me that somebody, Maria, would deliberately do that to a coworker. Never experienced anything like that, before or since. As far as Dave's behavior goes, that's pretty expected for bottom-tier restaurant management. And our second story. Can I get it cheaper if... Just to preface this story, the land with all the kangaroos I'm from, very rarely will stores actually haggle. The price on the ticket is what you pay. The only exceptions are ex-display stock or overly damaged boxes, and when customers throw uncontrollable hissy fits. Quick background. I've worked in a national discount chain store for over 4 years, almost exclusively in electronics and photography, working customer service and checkout. This tale occurred sometime late afternoon, 6 p.m.-ish, and this couple were basically the only people in the store. The players. Me, your guess is as good as mine. NF, not funny, middle-aged bloke, short and round. DS, doesn't speak. Guess why I called her that? NF meanders over to the counter asking generic questions about mobile phones and spends forever or so looking at them before making his decision. Note, in the following conversation, this phone has a value of approximately 200 Australian dollars. This bloke is a repeat customer. I've repeatedly seen spend far more than this on other non-essentials. NF, I know the ticket thing says 200, but can you do a better price for me? Me, unfortunately not. Price on the ticket is the final price. I can't change that. NF, but what if I pay with cash? Me, well, we don't have a surcharge for EFT POS, so cash and EFT POS have essentially the same value to us. NF, are you sure you can't do it any cheaper? Me, 100% sure, sir. NF, oh, right. I was just playing a joke, man. I've worked in retail for 13 years. It was just a joke. Things take a turn for the worse here. Note there's no hint of playfulness in his voice. He was deadpan throughout. Me, righto, no worries. NF, so what would happen if I threatened you? Would you give it to me cheaper? Me, excuse me? NF, would you give it to me cheaper if I threatened to punch your face in? Me, I'd give you a one-way ticket to the front of the store with a free band from the store. Would you like your phone or not? NF nods, pays, and leaves insanely quickly. After this, I went out the back and vented to my manager as I had no idea how to feel about the incident. I was mostly just confused as to who the hell says something like that, joke or not. And that's how you get banned from a store. Or I certainly hope that's what happened. And our next story. I get penalized for 1 day, then I'll be out for 3. The job I'm currently working is not the best atmosphere, and a lot of people do not like it for various reasons. It's very obvious, like most places, that they do not care about you and treat you as a number. Well, about a month ago, I got sick, allergies, and changing weather, which typically happens this time of year for me. I missed a day of work, and because it was not scheduled UTO or PTO, I had to take an occurrence, which basically is a point against me, and if I get to 5, I'll face disciplinary action all the way from a write-up to termination. This number resets on the anniversary of you starting. Well, I'm the only programmer because the previous programmer quit. Well, when I missed that day, I received an occurrence, came to work because my supervisor needed me to show a company who bought our old machine how I programmed it. I still didn't feel 100%, but was no longer running a fever, so I obliged. Big mistake. By the end of my 12-hour shift, I felt like crap and felt worse. I told my supervisor, and he said, well, take tomorrow off, but it'll be another occurrence. This kind of pissed me off because due to their rules, you can miss 3 days in a row, and it's only one occurrence. But if you miss Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and go to work Tuesday, Thursday, it's 3 separate occurrences because you came back. So I said, screw that, and came to work the next day feeling sick but not getting another occurrence. I could have used UTO or PTO, but I'd recently passed my 90 days there, and had maybe 4 hours of both, which would not cover my shift anyway. So fast forward to the present, as in a week ago, and I probably got a stomach bug. My immune system's not that good, and my wife works in pediatrics, so she's always bringing me new things to help try and build my immune system. So the week that I got the stomach bug, we got a new machine to replace the one we sold to another company. A representative came out to train the operators and show the new software. Unfortunately, that morning he came, I had my head in the toilet, so I called out, which now makes it my second occurrence. The next day, still not feeling the best, I did not go to work, still only one occurrence. The third day, I really could have went to work, but after 2 days of feeling like crap, I really wanted to get rest and be well recovered. So I came back on the 4th day to find out they had to pay this representative a good bit of money to keep him here until I came back so I could learn the new software. Which made my boss, plant manager, mad. He actually came to me and asked why I was sick for 3 days, and was it really 3 days of sickness? I told him the truth. I could have come back 1 day to get that training, but was afraid the next day I would have had to miss, which means I would get 2 occurrences, so instead I took the safe route and gave my body 3 full days of recovery so I don't risk it. This obviously made him upset, and now him and my supervisor are aware if I'm out sick, it'll always be 3 days, if I can afford it reasonably. He even tried to pull, well, we are a family around here card, but that changes nothing in my eyes. The company I work for is owned by another company that owns 14 other companies like us. They're the ones that control 99% of the rules, so by me doing this, the plant manager has no way of stopping me. Corporate would have to pass a new rule. Also, starting in January, I'll receive enough UTO and PTO to cover a sick day here and there, as well as get a long weekend of paid vacation. If they're family, then they should be doing everything they can to help you get better. And our last story. I'm not letting my neighbors access our pool. My spouse, 45, and I, 46, bought a house in February with a pool. It's a non-HOA single-family home. We keep for ourselves, have friends over occasionally, and we enjoyed having people over for food, drinks, and of course swimming pool parties now that the weather allows for it. We fit in the neighborhood, or so we thought, until neighbors from 3 surrounding homes and us got into a weird conversation around their expectations to access the pool for weekend and holiday pool parties. Apparently, the owners before us had kids and were friends with the neighborhood kids. The neighborhood kids and adults would use the pool when they wanted to. The gate was always open, and they even had their own inflatables nearby, and it arranged paying for the maintenance of the pool. We told them that we're fairly private people and enjoy our privacy and don't see ourselves letting neighbors having access to our backyard whenever they want. Each time any of us are wandering around outside, they just ask over and over and try to sell the idea of having access to it. They offer money and sharing the maintenance fees and such. I was trying to enjoy gardening and was cornered once again. I just really firmly told them that they really needed to stop talking about the pool each time they see us, stood up and left. As I was walking back towards the gate to the backyard, within our property line, they were still following me, talking my ears off. One of the ladies/mom was still going on and on because she asked nicely and offers to pay for the maintenance and that she really didn't understand why I was so against it. I turned around and asked them to leave now and never follow me on my property again. We politely decline over and over, and we're seriously getting tired of the nagging and the pool and their access to it being the only thing they really want to connect with us about. It's not like we created a bond or anything. All convos are about the pool. We had a party yesterday evening, and as I was showing the front yard to my friend, my neighbor popped up and was talking about how it must be nice to be invited to enjoy the pool, and I said to her, "Can you go now? I'm having company." Thankfully, the backyard is all fenced with over 8-foot hedging bushes. The pool itself is also gated 4 feet and has an automatic cover thing. We also have motion detector cameras, all for the gates and one for the sliding windows overlooking the backyard and pool. Can't believe there are people out there with so little shame. They don't need to understand why you're against it. You're against it, and that's it. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.